Hello, I'm Kyle Branch from Chaparral Motorsports. Welcome to Chino, California, home of New Ray Toys. We've been given the opportunity to come down to the California or U.S. distribution point for New Ray Toys. Now, if you've ever seen a Supercross toy bike, New Ray Toys has done it. Not only does New Ray Toys do power sports vehicles, which is what you see when you first walk into the building, but they also do farm and ranch, aviation, hunting. It's crazy the products that they have. The breadth of the product that New Ray Toys puts out is remarkable. Now, I've heard that Kenny has a complete crazy memorabilia office, and this is it. So Kenny's in charge of bringing everything here into the U.S. to be able to be distributed throughout the U.S., and he is a huge race fanatic, be it sport bikes, dirt bikes, you name it. He loves it. Anything power sports related. And that's kind of where we fall in. You've seen videos from us where we were with Kenny at, say, the Tucker Rocky show, and we're looking at all the stuff that he has new for that specific model year. I think 2018 was the last time that we met up with Kenny and did a video. But as you can see, he's been doing this for a long time. He's got some really cool product here inside his office. And in addition to product, he's also got posters and jerseys and all kinds of fun stuff. Well, now that we've gotten a sneak peek of Kenny's office, let's go out and see if we can't find him. I hear some footsteps coming down the stairs now. Hey, Kenny.
Hey.
Sorry, we just took control of your office there for a second.
All right.
That's a very impressive display of memorabilia in there.
Thank
now,
you.
I saw some stuff in there that I've never seen before. You guys do an amazing assortment of toys for the power sports market. What's your personal... Before we get into New Ray Toys and all that development, what's your personal favorite as far as the types of stuff you guys produce?
Well, it's definitely the power sports, as you could see. Dating back from the Woodpecker, Fonseca, Nathan Ramsey bikes to Carmichael's to the Pro Circuit powerhouse team back in the days with Villapoto and Porcel. And then just everything else that's escalated. Year after year, we try to work with all the teams, top teams, more so the 450 teams.
Okay.
So I think we have a lot of cool stuff coming out next year that all the fans will, be pretty stoked about. So
beautiful. Now, as far as overall New Ray production goes, you guys have been doing this for how long now?
So we've been around for about 27 years. And we have branches in France, Italy, Germany.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then this is our U.S. distribution.
Cool. Now, as far as the genres of toys goes, it's not just power sports. Really quick, can you give us just a rundown of some of the big hitters?
Yeah, so we do quite a bit with 18-wheelers or long haulers, semis of all different scales. We do Western, we do aviation, we do farm, country, Western, rodeo.
Wow.
So we do it all. We do muscle cars, we do, everything. And we'll get a glimpse of that when we go upstairs here shortly.
Yeah, rumor has it they have all of those different genres of toys all displayed in the conference room. So we're pretty stoked to be able to get up there and take a look at the breadth of the product that New Ray Toys has to offer.
Yeah.
Now, as far as it's all created in China, that's where the main production is. Now, can you tell us a little bit about the production process or kind of what happens there?
Well, the production process, everything, of course, we get 3D architectural drawings from all the OEMs, whether it's from Peterbilt, Kenworth, Honda. So we got all that drawing. They actually make clay models from the drawings as a first sample. And then we get it back to the OEMs, they approve of it, then we finally make the tooling for that. So the process is, it's quite intensive, anywhere from 9 months to a year to finish up tooling and to finalize everything.
Now, how long does a specific thing stay in run?
We like to try to keep items, at least in a 5-year run. So we've got to be really confident on anything we make. That's got to be able to last that long. So with the dirt bikes, unfortunately, we can't make every single model for a fan that, wants a current 19 model. So we've got to let it run. And, fortunately, the dirt bikes, they don't change a whole lot cosmetically. So we kind of look out there, and then even on the truck models, they don't change up a whole lot. So
really quick. Well, I just took a sneak peek in the office. Can we step back in your office real quick? And you can kind of give us a walk around or a tour, if you will.
Yeah, sure.
So as far as the stuff that's in here, what's one of your favorite things that you like to pull apart?
My office is getting so busy now. So some of the stuff where it all started is way back here. So it's the Carmichael stuff. But
it's awesome. It's like a Carmichael shrine back there.
So it's the Carmichael stuff. But now I've got so much of the Tomac stuff represented because we will have a Tomac bike for 2020. So for the fans out there, I know it's been delayed once again, but they will come out in 2020.
Did you hear that? Eli Tomac is going to have a new Ray toy coming out 2020. So mark your calendars. Make sure you get your pre-order in at Chaparral Motorsports.
So a lot of the other stuff that we've done, we've done like a lot of stuff for like the custom sport bike market, but that's kind of back there because I'm more of a dirt guy but I love the MotoGP stuff. So got the Rossies and the Stoner, and then the late great Nicky Hayden stuff as well.
The Rossi Go graphics, one of my favorites.
Yeah. The go. So it's all cool. Like I said, it's fun stuff. And since we have branches in France, Italy, and Germany, where the MotoGP stuff is kind of their bread and butter, they kind of help get some of that stuff going.
So as far as the approvals go that you were talking about, when you guys are doing like the race rig, right? So that kind of is two different genres. It's the race team, and it's also whoever makes the rig. So
there's like double, triple, quadruple licensing when you talk about like a race rig that, say for instance, like the Honda rig, if they're running a Kenworth or a Peterbilt.
Right.
So the packaging is going to also mention that we're licensed with them.
Okay.
So there's nothing that's made that's not correct as far as the truck branding and the licensing that goes into it.
So I noticed this Nitro Circus 1/12 replica here for Mr. Travis Pastrana. We just did one of our very first unboxings that we did at Chaparral Motorsports was the Nitro Circus play pack that has the jumps and the little side-by-side. Is it the Rhino or the Razor that's in there? And he's got the BMX bike. He's got the skateboard. We did a quick little unboxing. We're jumping it and doing all kinds of fun stuff. So nice work, Travis Pastrana and the Nitro Circus. You guys do a great job. And another very recent one that we just finished doing the unboxing of was Marvin's number 25 right here. That was a pretty fun one. What I'm amazed at is the detail that goes into the graphics and even the motor parts and the suspension components and all that stuff that you guys do. The rear working suspension is really cool. I really like that a lot. What are some of the cool details that you guys have put into, or key details that you guys have put into these models that you're most proud of?
Well, every team bike, I guess, they're all pretty extensive as far as graphics and how many sponsorships they have. So we try to put as much as we can. There's certain times we can't put as much in just because of the space, specifically on a smaller 112. But when we get to the larger ones, we like to stay consistent. So if we leave it off the 112 or 110th, we're most likely going to leave it off there.
Makes sense.
Just because of production-wise. But yeah, we try to do, like I said, as much as we can on the detail, the grips, the clutch cover, the pegs, the stand. We can't get everything exact, but we definitely try to put as much into it as possible.
So if there was one detail that I kind of wish was still on there, would be the either the Dunlop or the Pirelli or whatever tire manufacturer they're running on to be printed on the tire, because that's one thing that they have on their tires that the end consumer doesn't have.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that kind of stands out. So just FYI.
With that, it's kind of inconsistent where we're at on that, because I know on the HRC stuff they definitely had Dunlop on there for some reason with the KTM stuff, and that Hurling's one, that's actually just a one-off replica for those of you that are going to inquire about it. But the Crowley one is out now.
There you go. Take a look. So this bike right here, a single bike was made, and this is it. So quick, take a picture. Probably not ever going to see it again.
Yeah, and then this one also is a one-off, because there's no way, as you guys know, we can have a Cooper Webb bike this fast. So this is also a one-off
that's cool.
version. So, but we will have Cooper's bike for 2020 as well. So I guess the question is, should we sport them with the number 1?
Oh, look at that. Cooper's
Or
using
sport 'em.
Marvin's stand. What happened to Cooper's stand?
That's why I said this is a one-off. But
That's beautiful.
I guess,
That's awesome.
that'll be the question.
Well, Kenny, I could spend all day in here looking at this stuff because it's absolutely amazing. What was the first model that kind of put you guys on the map as far as the moto models go?
Yeah, so the first motocross model we created was the Woodpecker HRC team with Ernesto Fonseca.
And you've got a sample of that here?
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's take a
Let's
look.
get this bad boy out.
Sweet. Let's take a look.
I know there's tons of Ernie fans out there. Unfortunately, these aren't produced anymore, so you're going to have to probably go on eBay to look at it.
So that's a good question. So this bike hasn't been produced for a long time. They
Yeah.
are out there on eBay.
Probably
What's the
can.
going rate on eBay now compared to what they originally sold for?
I'm sure if you're able to find this, it's probably going for well over $100.
Okay. And when this was actually sold, what was the price point then?
Probably $30 back in 2004, 2005-ish.
Okay. And the average cost today for something similar?
Something in this scale is about $55, $60.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
But yeah.
And the work that goes into these things is pretty amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
the detail, down to, the shock bolts and the color of the shock spring and the little impressions there on the motor. It's really mind-boggling.
For all the two-stroke fans, right? I mean, it's a beauty.
It's also fun to see some old school Chaparral
Yeah.
stuff. We got some posters in here, and then
Got my old school Dungy,
already that. Yeah, cool.
right? I mean, we can't forget about the Rockstar Dungy. So this was a beauty as well.
It is.
One of my favorites as well.
Now, have you guys ever tried to make the front suspension work as well?
Yeah, that would be a whole different ball game just because of the working parts of it. So yeah, for the longest time it's been just the rear. So, and these are more meant for like collectibles now. So,
Cool though. Excellent. Like I said, I could spend all day in here taking a look at the beautiful array of memorabilia and one-off stuff you have in here. It's really fun. Now, what else is done here at the facility in Chino?
So we take care of like all of our outside representatives. We're not a big company here in-house, but we have tons of rep groups that specialize in getting into sporting goods, hunting shops, hobby stores, truck stops, C-stores. So we manage a lot of that in-house. And then we also do a lot of direct shipments. So that way, our warehouse doesn't have to be huge. I mean, we do have the warehouse across the way as a backup.
Okay,
So-
gotcha.
And everything our factory makes is made to order, so they don't stock anything. So
Oh, really?
we have to be sure that we can sell X amount when we order the stuff. So, and then lead times, of course, anything from China, you're talking 90, 150 days. So it's not something where we can just bring in something that easily. So we have a lot of planning, a lot of forecasting, goes involved. So, and that's where my boss comes in. He does a great job with the forecasting and stuff. So
Sweet. And is that all done here?
yes.
Beautiful. All right. Well, rumor has it you have a conference room set up with just about everything that you guys carry. So if we could go up and
Definitely
take
go
a
up
look at
there
that,
and
that'd be fantastic.
see the rest of the line. All right, guys. Well, here is the rest of our showroom of what New Ray does as a full-on toy company.
This is ridiculous. So the first thing I'm noticing is all of these tractor trailer semi-rigged. Do you call that the long haul version?
Yeah, these
division?
are our 18-wheel semis, which this is basically our bread and butter item on what New Ray is actually built on.
Incredible. Now, where do you find these at?
So you can find these at every major truck stop, from Love's, Pilots, TAs. You'll find them at farm and fleet stores. You'll find them at Tractor Supply. And here we go with our bikes. And then we also do classic cars.
Wow, these
we
are
do
incredible.
muscle cars. We do sports cars.
Now, just walking past, my relatives in Idaho would love that huge Kubota line you have over here.
Yeah, this is actually a new growing line for us, the Kubota line, which started probably about 5 years ago with probably about 5 SKUs, and we're up to about 35, 40 SKUs.
Incredible. Now, another part that when I was browsing the website, learning more about New Ray Toys, a segment that I had no clue that you guys had anything to do with was this whole farm, ranch, hunting, all of that kind of stuff. It's extensive.
It's kind of a void that a lot of the larger mass toy companies, they kind of just overlook. But since we're really deep into the Midwest culture of hunting, farming, this is a big growing line for us, for sure.
Now, another thing that's kind of catching my eye, just because it's bright and shiny, is all the pink objects here. Looks like you have specific girl-oriented toys here as well.
Yeah, we've been known for the longest as just creating toys for just the boys. So we kind of felt like, well, it's time to do something for the girls. So we started off with a few of the pink sets, and they've been a home run for sure. Like I said, girls, they've got to play with their toys and horses and all that stuff too. So we apologize it took us this long to come out with stuff. So we haven't come out with any pink power sports stuff yet, but it might be coming.
When you get the manufacturers on board to create some of that stuff, for real. Yeah. Incredible. So obviously power sports stuff is what we do at Chaparral Motorsports a lot. Now, this new Extreme Adventure, we've seen a couple of these roll into the store. These are phenomenal. So one that kind of catches my eye here is this guy right here. Obviously not power sports, more camping related.
I think the power sports people can relate to, going out camping, going out to the sand dune. So it's definitely a tie-in. So later this year, this is probably going to be a huge home run for awesome. Chaparral and all the dealers out there. So we've got a toy hauler with the little Polaris Ranger and the Razor XPS with the dually pulling it. And these will actually fit inside the trailer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's going to be an awesome set. And we've got the new model Jeep Wrangler also pulling the Ranger, Razor, and even a Sportsman. And I believe, this set, we're in the dealerships already. The Monster.
Yeah, we just got done doing the this guy right here with the Honda in the back.
Yeah, so we know that's kind of mainstream with the motocross guys with, the raised trucks and bikes in the back. So yeah, we got it all. We've got our PBR licensed products for the rodeo fans out there. We've got our country farm sets as well. We have even a remote control forklift for those that want to test their skills. Really good drinking game. You guys play with a lot.
That's funny. Another part of the line that I had no idea you guys did was the military line.
Yeah.
What are some of the most popular ones as far as that line goes?
Yeah, so our military, we have collectible helicopters. We have, once again, our long hauler truck, which is, a low boy type truck with a military tank. So great for the kid, where it's almost like a 2-in-1 product. So you're getting a tank and then a long hauler. And then also, like I said, we have our collectible fan base that, loves all of this stuff to kind of just put together with their train sets or just diorama. So kind of cater to them all, but our price points are what really sells. They're not super expensive like some of the true hobby type collectibles, but we try to make stuff affordable, in today's times where the digital age is kind of coming through, but, we still have a lot of kids and adults that still like to fiddle around with toys and decorate, their man cave and
it's pretty awesome
office. So. And I'm one of them, as you've seen earlier. So.
Yeah, your office was definitely a sight. Like, I'd never imagined that we'd see that. Wow. Wow, Kenny, the breadth of SKUs and products and sub-products that you have here is remarkable. Now, when it comes to the number of genres of things you guys do, how many different aspects do you guys cover?
Well, we have about 20 total categories with, quite a few subcategories within.
Okay.
So like with our car categories, we have our muscle car, we have our classics and stuff like that. But about total 20 categories. So
absolutely staggering. As you can see, we have some more of the more popular power sports products here behind us. That's what we focus on at Chaparral Motorsports, but all of these products can be purchased if you give our customer care team a call. They can just special order any of the things that you've seen in this video, unless it's a one-off piece that we saw in your office, because those absolutely are off limits. Well, thank you, Kenny, for having us out here to New Ray Toys today. As you guys are probably blown away as much as I am, these guys cover all kinds of stuff. If you saw something new today that you didn't know New Ray Toys did, please give us a thumbs up. If you want more action like this, like each of the unboxing videos that we're doing on a daily basis at Chaparral Motorsports now, we've got about 50 products that we're actually doing the unboxing on, so you can see exactly what goes inside that box. Please hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Until next time, as always, take care and ride safe out there.